lightweight crew has a lot of history, and it's walk-on, which is really cool for college sports. I was able to join crew, and as long as you put work into it, you excel in it.
I would say one of the things I enjoy about the sport of rowing is that it teaches you things that you can take on the water and off the water.
If you want something to happen, you have to make it happen. You have to earn it. The thing you really learn is that nothing in life is really given.
This sport was the first sport competed in college level, but it was also the oldest competitive sport in the world. We know that hundreds of years ago, people were rowing in competition. College rowing is the original college sport.
It's one of the few sports that you can jump into in college and do really well at. And lightweight rowing in particular is a sport that's specifically designed so that people who couldn't compete in open weight categories could be competitive and row in races where they have a chance of winning and doing really well.
It is literally the toughest sport in the world. They've done studies of Olympic athletes in terms of how many calories per minute they exert in any sport, and nobody works harder than rowers. So getting fit in general is something people do in a lot of sports, but this is the ultimate fitness sport.
It keeps you in the best shape of your life, and I've done a lot of different forms of exercise, and this is definitely the most beneficial, improving my health.
During a workout, I have to push myself beyond my physical limits, but I also have to battle with what my mind is telling me and push back against it when it says I can't do something.
It's about the lessons they carry into life, not making excuses. Doing your own job, doing your own part. Don't make excuses. If you don't get something done, just learn from it and move on.
Because you know that the girl in front of you and the girl in front of her and the girl in front of her and your coxswain are all putting in their best effort, and you don't want to let the team down.
There are no quarterbacks that have touchdown statistics. There are no statistics at all, other than the time that your whole boat with 9 people takes to go across the race course. Other than that, there aren't any statistics. The ultimate team sport. Everything must be done together.
We wake up before the sun. We get down to the boathouse at about 5:15 or so. It's still dark out. It's nice and cool.
You see 200 sunrises in a year if you're a rower. And the sun comes up and it just peeks over the mountains here to the east. Even in the middle of a lot of hard work, this sort of calm and serenity comes upon you.
And by 8 o'clock, we're back on campus, ready for class, ready to start the day. We study, and then we come back in the afternoon down to the erg room, and we put in some good mileage on the erg.
There are additional lessons learned, and that is the organization of the team. The young women and the young men on the team run the team, organize the team. We have team officers, and it's a serious endeavor, and taken seriously by the university.
This team has been really great at welcoming me into Cal and into rowing. I was a novice who had never been in a boat before, and it was never like an issue. All the varsity members welcomed all the new novices with open arms.
Berkeley is really big, and it's really easy to get lost on campus. And what I really like about Cal Lightweight is joining it, you have an instant family, instant friend group. Our coaches here really take into account what the rowers think about practice. They take into account our suggestions. It's a really good relationship where they work with us, not against us, and I really appreciate it.
I guess I'm just really grateful to have found something that I can really love and put my whole heart into every single day.
I started rowing my sophomore year, so I know what it's like to not row in college and what it's like to row in college, and I can tell you that rowing in college is 100 times better than not rowing in college.
This sport can absolutely change your life, giving you that discipline and these lessons and so forth. It can inform every day of your life forever, and to be a part of that is very exciting.
It wouldn't have been the same time at Cal without rowing, and it wouldn't have been the same rowing if I hadn't been at Cal. I mean, if I'm going to look back favorably on my college career as a great time in my life, and rowing was at least 50% of it.